Welcome back to Brew Biz Chats, where we shine the espresso spotlight on Aussie business owners who are building with heart, creating impact, and sharing real stories behind their brand. In this episode, I'm joined by the incredible Amy Carter, founder of Teacher Collective. After 20 years in the classroom, Amy had her aha moment, stepping away from teaching and asking, what's next? That moment sparked the creation of the Teacher Collective, a business built to celebrate, support, and empower teachers with the resources and wellbeing tools that they truly need. Through creating subscription boxes filled with the classroom must-haves, themed teaching resources, and little luxuries for self-care, Amy has created something teachers look forward to each month, a pick-me-up that blends both function and joy. But the Teacher Collective is more than just stationery and stickers. It's about recognizing the challenges teachers face, giving them tools to thrive, and reminding them that they are valued. Amy has also stepped into the world of children's literature, writing and publishing her very first picture book, both digital and in print, with complete teaching units to support classrooms. It's a beautiful full circle moment, bringing together her lifelong love of stories, her passion for education, and her commitment to inspiring the next generation. Today, Amy shares her journey from teaching to entrepreneur, the challenges she's faced along the way, and her vision to the future of the Teacher Collective. So grab your coffee and let's dive into episode 4 of Brew Biz Chats. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Felicity. Thank you for this amazing opportunity.
That's no problem at all. When I had a conversation with you earlier and hearing your all about the Teacher Collective, it was something that a must-have of getting you on board with the Brew Biz Chats. So thank you for joining me.
Very welcome.
So I guess we can start with obviously I just kind of gave a bit of a background of what you have done with the Teacher Collective, but I know that you began your career originally as a primary school teacher. What inspired you to transition to the classroom and from the classroom to creating the Teacher Collective, and what was the aha moment that you had?
So, my aha moment. So, going from face-to-face teaching and then having to resign from my permanent position after 20 years, I thought, what can I do next? It was just, yeah, like I was like, oh, I can't be in the classroom right now due to mental health. Where to from here?
And that's I guess how you came about the whole Teacher Collective in the first place. I mean, you have that background of what teachers need and what can be helpful to them. And I love the idea of how you came about. So, um, how did your teaching background, what you did in your as a teacher, and what they need in their day to day, how did that come together in your shaping the Teacher Collective?
So it basically I've taught all stages in primary school, as well as I was an STLA, which is a student teacher of learning support for literacy for the Department of Education. So I had a caseload of students, and I would basically go into a school and I would liaise with the teacher for students that needed to be on my caseload. So they were pretty much flagged from NAPLAN, so that if their NAPLAN results were, a little bit down or whatever, we would step in and we would support the teacher in where to next.
Yep.
So I developed a truckload of skills doing that role, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was in between children actually. And now they don't even have those roles don't exist. But it was something that really it stuck with me. And I think those particular skills and what is actually needed in the classroom, along with my own teaching skills, I feel like I knew what teachers needed and what was going to be useful for them. And then the well-being side of things came in pretty much straight away as well, because I was like, teachers need that. They need something to look forward to. They need something that is a little pick me up. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, overworked, overworked
Teachers are
teachers.
definitely overworked. Especially during the last few years and the challenges that teachers have had to face and deal with, and the changes in the industry. Like your subscription boxes are known for blending all of those things together, the
Yeah,
education tools, the self-care, those small luxuries that, really help with that well-being of the teacher. And so you probably just touched on it, but when you come up with the what goes into each of these boxes,
yeah.
um, like how do you design a box each month? How do you do
So,
it?
oh, it's I basically look at the calendar, like the year calendar, and I look at significant events like Book Week, NAIOC Day, just leading up to different things. And I will curate my boxes in regards to those significant events. So, for example, this past August was Book Week. So I thought, okay, what can I do that I can do a variety of different things, but base it around Book Week. So they have a full teaching kit that's Book Week aligned. So I chose Dr. Seuss, and
Yes,
I
the classic children's stories.
100%. So I did like a Dr. Seuss lanyard. Um, I think it was reading is wonderful, or your reading is wonderful in a stamp. I did a whole bunch of stickers based around, your reading has improved and that sort of thing. Um, I did have beautiful little sweet treats in my boxes up until COVID. And then you could no longer have something that was baked in your home or baked and sent out. So that's when I had to switch from that to like a lolly, which isn't as cool. But yeah, so I guess I just try and look at significant events, and then also, what a teacher might be lacking that they're not going out to actually purchase, but they can purchase all in one spot.
I do
Um,
love that because especially if you think about it with even newer, first year teachers or teachers that are early in their career, like the
yeah,
amount of things that they're not, if you suddenly have to think of going, what am I going to dress up as book week this week? Or
yeah,
and the fact that you've got if you're setting, say, Dr. Zeus out, well, you've got the lanyard that can go with the costume, that can go with, so it kind of brings a costume together for them with ideas and really helps that creativity, and especially
mm,
going, oh look, and it's like giving that extra added touch, like as you said, the stamp. I mean, the stamp is got its own little saying on it, or the stickers that are relevant to that month. So it kind of gives those teachers that extra boost of confidence to go, they know what they're doing that month. And
exactly.
I can see how that could really help, especially in teachers in early careers, or
Yeah,
like even people who are, they could even be 10, 15 years down their journey of teaching. And some of it's just they haven't upgraded their materials. They need to come up with
exactly.
new and fresh ideas.
Yes, that's
And
exactly
you're
right.
doing
It's
that for them.
yeah.
Like
So it's like a
you are,
little, if they're a little bit stale, in, oh, do I, what's the latest kind of thing? I feel like I try and, yeah, do it all for them, like you said,
no,
and just have it all in one
and look,
spot.
nowadays, everyone needs that whole, I don't need to think about something. I don't want to have to think, what do I have to do this week, next week?
Yeah,
Teachers already have so much on their plate. And if you can take
yeah,
some of that away from them of, I didn't make it down to the shops to buy another set of stickers and pens
that's
and
right.
like those little things, or stamps. I mean, how easy is it to buy a personalized stamp? It's not, whilst it might be straightforward to order something online, sometimes it's really just the power, the brain power who teachers have so much on their plate, and I always go, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you did it. Like, I couldn't be a teacher myself in relation to young kids. Adults, I don't mind teaching adults, but like
Yeah.
the younger children, I volunteered at my daughter's swimming as a parent swimmer teacher, parent volunteer yesterday, and I'm just going to the teacher. I don't know how you do it. Like you've got your 40 kids at this swimming
Yeah.
lesson, getting them all organized and listening to them, and how you do it in the classroom, and trying to get 20 kids to do what that you need to do. So I think the fact that you actually create and you change them up every month.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
new resources every month, which
Mm.
one keeps the teacher interested at, well, knowing what's going to happen and planned, and also the kids. I mean, if you're changing the
Yes.
stickers up, I mean, can you imagine what the kids are coming home saying? My teacher did this. Like,
No, that's my like when I was in the classroom, I had oodles of I always had stamps and stickers and so much, and I was changing it up all the time. But I also had things like I'd give out little tokens so that they could choose from a box at the end of the week. And it's just it's that whole um the tangible reward things for children is I feel is huge. You can get the hardest student not eating out of your hand, but you can get them to comply by offering them a sticker or a stamp in conjunction with, if you just write a sentence for me, here's a reward. Like it's
yeah.
just, I feel that those are really important
I know
types
that
of
our
things
school
to have.
itself does those reward, like, they get this number of stickers per, they get when they get to the end of, the sticker, 5 stickers or something. I don't know what the actual rule is, but my daughter came home yesterday and said I got to pick this one out of the prize box, and it
Yeah,
was like it's a fidget, it's a little squishy thing, but it's just something that it gives them, I guess, an incentive to kind of try. And it's not
yeah,
even trying to get it right, it's just trying to try. But
yeah,
you
that's right.
allowing them to have, that those materials there, or those little rewards, or, things that can help with that. Because teachers have to, probably fork out at the start of the year all these different ideas to try to keep
Mhm.
the kids excited and entertained. But if
Yeah,
you're offering those as part of the different monthly boxes that change things up, and
yes,
no box is the same, then it's just that extra. I just love that it's like my kid would come home and always go, oh, my teacher's done this, or I got this from the thing. And, it's all these different things that I haven't seen before.
yeah,
And by allowing teachers to not have to think so hard about what they have to do to keep their kids engaged, they already have to come up with lesson plans and do all the other numerous
exactly.
things they have to do. I mean, gee,
That's right. It's
like,
basically, yeah, to make their life easier and bring a little sparkle and joy.
yep,
That's pretty
no,
much my aim. Yeah.
exactly. So I guess it probably draws next into the next question, which we've probably already sort of answered, but um, teaching, as we've just said, can be very overwhelming, especially emotionally overwhelming.
Yeah.
It can take its toll. So I guess in saying that, how does the teacher collective address the teacher's mental health in these boxes, in your subscriptions, in your you offer,
Yeah.
and why it's a core part of what you do? I mean, probably already touched on it a lot, but yeah, it's
Yeah, no,
just
that's all right. So basically, myself as the teacher collective, I just strive to create the monthly box so that it, like I said before, it brings joy, it brings something new, something for them to look forward to each month. Um, the self-love aspect of it as well. And having have been bullied, severely bullied within the schooling system, it can really drag you down in every single aspect. Um, so my aim through these boxes as well are to, I guess, display to the teacher that, they are thought of, they are appreciated for, you know, not so much even just the time, but it's the emotional energy that goes into actually teaching face to face, day in, day out, 6 hours a day. You've got to be a completely different person. You've got to be upbeat. You've got to be um like it might be slightly different in high school, but with the younger ones, you have to be like 10 steps ahead. It's like
Mm.
it's not easy. So I guess for the teacher's mental health, that's what I'm pouring into the box as well. Just like I said, to make things easier, to make them feel appreciated, wanted, and they don't realize that they can claim it on tax.
Yes,
As
no,
a
I can, as
tax
the tax
deduction.
specialist in this room, like I can say that yes, you're buying resources for your
Yep,
classroom, for your students,
yep,
and it's the same as if they went down into the shops to buy the resources that themselves. The
yep,
subscription would be tax deductible against their wage because they're buying the, it's just simply instead of you turning around and physically getting to the shops, you're
yep.
getting it delivered to you. So
That's
definitely agree
exactly.
with the fact that it can be claimed on their tax. I
Yeah.
like how you've thrown that one in there. And a
Even
lot of people don't
postage
realize
is
that they can, if they can claim it on their tax, then it's more affordable as well.
absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
so definitely need to look at just definitely jumping onto these boxes and subscriptions. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah. Do you receive feedback from the subscribers about how these boxes have impacted them at all? Do you have any great
Yeah.
stories to share?
So I generally get little bits and pieces of feedback, not huge amounts and not always, but I get little comments like, oh, wow, that just arrived at the most perfect timing. I've been writing reports and I'm just so exhausted. And it was just a little pick me up. And um, yeah, some teachers call it their little monthly box of joy.
I
So
love that. You need to, I hope you've got that quote on your website, the little
I
box of
should
monthly joy.
actually. Yeah,
No, please. That's a great one because, as you just said, it's exactly what your intention is. The box is to
yes,
produce joy
joy.
and happiness for the
Yeah,
teacher and the students that are going to benefit from it as well. So
that's right.
definitely put that on the website. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a great one to
And
the feedback.
that's it. I really miss seeing the joy on students' faces. Like
Mm.
even with a new sticker or a stamp or whatever, I really miss that. So I just hope that these boxes do that for other teachers.
Maybe
Mm,
what you could do is have a promotion going that they when they get receive their box, snap them opening the box or snap them going through the box with joy and leaving a comment, and you'll send them a special treat in their next subscription box.
that's a really good idea.
Like then you'll
That's a
get the
very good
feedback
idea.
from the actual boxes, and you'll actually
Yeah,
then be able, and if they send you the picture, then you get to feel that appreciation that, as you said, you're a teacher that misses you love the classroom and you love, and that's
yeah,
one of the reasons behind the teacher collective is because you love the how teachers
yeah,
um bring joy to children and you
that's
love
right.
doing that. So
Yeah.
if you can join in on the joy of them opening your subscription,
Oh, yeah.
then go for it. I reckon come up with your next subscription box with a card in there that says, take a snap of you opening the box and give me a short thing of what you loved within this box
Yeah,
or how it made you feel when you received it, and I'll put in
that's
an
a good
extra a
idea.
special you know, a special thank you in the next box for you or something.
That's a
Send it
great
through to
idea.
your email or send it through to share it on your Facebook page or,
Hmm,
social Instagram page. And look,
that's a great
you
idea.
get to feel that joy as well.
Well,
And
that's
they share the
it.
love.
I
Like,
yeah, I feel a great sense of a pride, I guess, when someone does video themselves opening.
yep,
Because I pour a lot into an actual box. It's
of
not just
course.
a I'll think of it and I'll just throw everything in. I make everything myself. So it's like, yeah, it's can be tedious. It can be very time consuming, but it's something that I love to do. So
Yeah, definitely
it's
I can
a
hear that in
passion
your
as well as a business idea.
well, if we have to have our passion in what we do in business, otherwise we are not enjoying what we do,
That's
and
very
you've got to
true.
really enjoy what you do. So,
Yep.
and I guess that falls into the next one. I mean, beyond the boxes and the subscriptions, you've expanded to something more exciting as well recently. Well, not so I won't say more exciting because it's just as exciting, but it's another avenue. And I guess do you want to tell me about the storybooks that you've been doing and the inspiration behind these?
So I have recently published my first children's picture book. Uh,
Congratulations.
thank you. There are some hard copies that are on their way. It was it was very different, a different process to what I've ever dealt with before, but it'll be really rewarding when I have that physical copy. Um, but yes, I have written my first Bush Buddies storybook called Cora Koala, and she's going to be available in a digital copy that will also entail a full unit of work that aligns with the early years framework. So teachers will be able to have access to the digital copy, which will probably be me reading the story. Um, and then they will have the unit of work that's all there done for them, including worksheets, everything.
So you're
So
doing that all for you're doing that more for the teachers.
yeah,
And like
yeah,
they're not just going to go pick out a book from the library and then go have to try to come up with questions for or activities for that book.
exactly.
You have provided it for them.
Yeah, and it's all like curriculum aligned. It states what outcomes and indicators are in the book.
Wow.
Yeah, everything. So it'll just be pick up the whole unit and teach it.
Yep. So
Yeah.
next step is to get onto those schools and get it into the school
Yeah.
classroom
Yeah.
when
So
it's ready.
that's
I myself
right.
have seen a snippet of the digital copy and I've shown my daughter. So she was very excited to read that and she could read along with it very easily.
Yeah.
So she's 7 in grade 2. So it's definitely a really nice thing to be doing. So I'm oh, what's that right word? I'm grateful to be able to get a sneak peek at the release with that one. So thank you for that.
I know. Thank you.
So I guess what was your inspiration around the book?
Okay. So my inspiration as a young child, I would sit at my parents' dining table and I would just write and write and write pages after pages after pages. And I was like, I don't know why. I just sat there and wrote. Like, I just always had things coming to the forefront of my mind, um, as well as reading. Like, I read all the time. I'm not sure if you are around my era, but I used to go to friends' houses for play dates, but we used to sit and read the Babysitters Club books.
Oh, yes, yes. They're still around, I will add. I think my daughter's got a few of them.
Weird. We used to go to each other's houses, sit for hours, not even talk, and read these damn books. It was so weird, but we just it was just something we all loved to do. So that's that's what we did. But um I guess my most inspirational and the reason behind doing this was definitely a standout moment for me. I've got really fond memories of my year 3 teacher. She used to um, read us the Enid Blyton,
Mhm.
The Faraway Tree. So she used to read that to us during, I think it might have just been after lunch. You know, every time after lunch we'd sit down and she'd read that. and then we, go on into the next lesson. But she just made everything so much fun. And I strived to do that. And she was my inspiration of becoming a teacher to start with.
Wow.
So I was like, no, I'm going to do that. So I purchased all the books, and that was for the first 3 years of my career. I read the Faraway Tree book to my students.
Yeah.
I just loved it. Um, but yeah, but stepping back to the whole me writing and writing and writing, my mum used to say to me, "Oh, you're going to write picture books one day because your imagination's, crazy."
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I was just like, yeah, okay. But anyway, fast forward to now. I lost my mum 5 years ago, and creating stories has always been on my heart. And I finally gained the confidence and courage through the She Evolve collective to make that happen. So Jenny and Ali have been just an inspiration to me. Um, and they have really helped me heal as a person. So the last 5 years have just been the toughest, going from losing mum to resigning from my work. I had a mental breakdown in between that time. And I was just like, okay. So I feel like they've really brought out the best in me. And to get this physically and emotionally out there and actually put it into, I guess, reality has just been, yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. But they have just built such an amazing community of women as well. Um,
Yeah. And
such
it's
as
amazing
yourself.
to be part of a community to really
Yeah,
help bring everyone's vision apart. And one thing that I really believe in a lot of, and this is why we do these Biz and Brew, the Brew and Biz chats, is to really help support businesses, help build each other up, and really support each
oh,
other.
yeah,
Because we all have to be part of a community. We shouldn't be, it's working together, building each other up. And that's part of the community that you're a part of, that we're both a part of.
yeah,
And that what the She Evolve have really done is help bring a community together
yes,
to really help boost everyone and help everyone create their dreams and
absolutely.
turn their dreams into reality and their visions into a business,
Yeah,
whether it's a business or whatever they're doing. But
yeah,
um, and I agree, it's an amazing community with women and men. There are some men in there as
yeah.
well.
Sorry,
I
yes,
know it
there are
says She
men.
Evolve, but
Yeah,
she, he evolve. But it's definitely a great community to be a part of. And I
yeah,
encourage anyone who's listening, even if you're, you might not be part of that particular community, but being part of a community, finding your community in any business that you're
absolutely.
doing,
Yeah,
collaborating with people and not being trying to do everything on your own. Um,
100%.
you will they'll be have and we'll go into the next sort of the behind the scenes, I guess, of running a business, but definitely that helping get out of mental health issues and being part of a community that can really build you up and it understands
Yeah,
where you're at.
yeah,
Every business that's starting from the ground to get up, or even successful businesses that have gone dropped down a bit because of
mm,
events that are world events that have happened, which shan't be
yes,
named, that kind of put something a dampener into businesses.
yeah,
If you can have a community support around you
mm,
that can help bring you other ideas from outside the box, that
mm,
you never would have thought of. And I mean, I feel
right.
that like I spoke to you a couple of months ago, and there was no mention of any books going on then,
No,
and
it
then
was just,
suddenly
it
we
was
have this
literally
book that
like, no, I'm
just
ready.
yeah, and it's flicked on to your next idea. And I believe that's
Yeah,
part of the community that we're all a part of. And
yeah,
again, it's really reiterating the fact of collaboration with any business, community support,
yeah,
and really finding your network of people.
absolutely. And it's the friendships and stuff that you form during like talking to people about, business as well. Like you're all in familiar, sorry, not familiar, similar sort of mindsets. And
Yeah.
it's so nice to click with other like-minded people
Yeah,
and just,
exactly.
yeah,
So I'm very much a huge fan of networking, collaboration, and finding the right community, which is
yeah,
really about that.
100%. It's wonderful.
Um, so how do you, I guess you've got your creativity, your practicality, and inclusivity. How do you go about designing these into the stuff that you're doing? I mean, how do
Yeah.
you bring it all together?
Oh, bringing it all together. It's tricky, because it's online. Everything is just totally based around, like, I really have to rely on the logistics as well. Like I have to rely on Australia Post. I have to rely on all those outside influencers to actually get my box there. So
Mm,
when I first started, I was using lots of other small businesses within Australia to curate my boxes. So I would outsource the different things before I just jumped in and started making them all myself. And, like I would have things arrive like 2 weeks after the due date, or, there'd be a strike here or something there, and it really push my boxes out of out of the time frame. And it's fairly tricky. Um, and I guess one of the main things, like the hardest thing I should say, is Australia Post has gone from, it cost me, when I first started, it cost me $9.10 to post a box.
yeah.
It now costs me $16.70. So that's the inflation that we've had in not quite 6 years.
Yeah. So
Like
it's pretty much over 75% increase in, if I'm doing
100%.
my maths correctly in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, that's a huge, and we all talk about the costs of living going up and
Oh,
things like that, but it impacts small businesses even in the postage side of things. Like, and you just got to
absolutely.
wear that cost and how it
Yep.
incorporates, and not just the products going up of what's going into your boxes, but
Exactly.
the postage in itself, which isn't any different. You're not getting anything different from that.
Yes, that's
So
right.
and a lot of customers don't necessarily see that. They won't understand that side of things, but obviously it all impacts. Everything has
Yeah,
the flow-on effect of impact on that.
for sure. And I tried to, I guess, um, I tried to keep it as low as possible for a really long time. And I was just like, no, I will just wear that cost myself. And I just got to the point, obviously, with that bigger increase, that I couldn't do that any longer. But
Yeah.
I have I have actually suffered dramatically. Um, Teachers just, well, people just saying, I can't afford that. Like
Yeah.
it's almost half of the cost of the actual box, like
Yeah.
just in postage. So between that and COVID, I've just lost hundreds of subscribers. Just, you know, obviously the mandatory vaccines as well. Teachers have
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm out of here. See you later. So
And look, the
changing
mental
career
health stress
paths.
that even went through with the teachers during those
Yeah.
couple of years. Um, hopefully, but now we're on the other end of, obviously, and it's sort of I
Mm.
won't say it's gone, but it's that time period is in the past. We've moved forward from that, and
Yeah.
obviously we're seeing the ramifications still of it now.
Yeah.
But if we can move forward to go, as teachers are coming back on board, or teachers are starting to see that and
Mm.
seeing that maybe having extra resources to help them through those challenging moments, because they went through
Exactly.
a lot of challenging moments.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not something you could, a lot of the resources you do, it's not things that they can print themselves. The whole
That's
point is
it.
to make it easier for them, not to make it harder
Yeah.
for them. But
Yeah,
even
that's
the fact that
right.
you've gone outside of that, just away from the boxes, you've gone to the books, the resources, the things that can
Yeah.
be, utilized. You're branching out yourself, and you've seen
Yeah.
that if you can incorporate certain things into it, that you can bring that the teacher collective alive again, despite the hard times it's had over the few years.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's right.
I guess obviously during the hard times, what it's hard on yourself as a business owner. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
what systems or routines have you, maybe not done initially, but what have you started to stay grounded to keep your own mental health in check and your own, your own self-grounded on
Yeah.
how to continue and want to continue doing this.
So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I just go, oh, like, do I keep going? Like it is mentally taxing. Um, and I guess watching people fall off the subscriptions too, I always questioning myself, how can I do this better? What can I implement that's, going to make someone go, oh yes, like I'm going to buy that. That will be useful for me in the classroom. But I guess it's quite selfish, really. Um, I find the more I create, the more I think about different ideas, the more it pulls me into check. It takes me into a completely different world. So yeah, I don't think about my own shortcomings. Um, yeah, like I completely zone out. Like I can sit and make stamps and stickers for hours and go, oh, I probably should have hung the washing out. I'm like, like it just, yeah, it's,
But that's what we said before, is that you have to have a joy and a love for what you do. And because
yeah,
you can go into that zone and you enjoy doing that, it's not work to you. It's a
that's right.
passion, it's an
Yep.
enjoyment, it's a love. Like if you can just turn around and do that type of work and forget that, oh, look, there's hours gone, you're enjoying what you're doing. And that's really, if you were doing something you hated and had to do it because you're working and and you felt that it was more of a drain, you're not going to
Mm,
continue with that business. You're not going to continue,
exactly right.
you're going to be unhappy in that employment even. Like you need
Yeah,
to do what you love. And
that's right.
the fact that you are enjoying what you love and what you do is going to help it succeed
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
enjoy it and you have that passion behind it. And
100%.
you can, and look, I'd say with every business, there are hard times and ups and downs, and we
Yes.
second guess ourselves and
Yeah.
we we have to find ourselves to be grounded again. And sometimes just going into, and for you, like if you're going into your work and you're going, you know what, I'm going to sit here and create these stickers. I'm going to sit here and create these boxes because that is something that I just need to zone out and go, I
Yep.
can do this and really get through it. Then that's where you
Yeah.
need to, that's
Yep.
what the whole thing is. So,
100%. And it's, I
yeah.
guess, like a lot of people say things like, creativity um gets you in a completely different mindset too. So all of that combined, and if I can make someone else happy with what I've created, then win-win, basically. Mm.
I think that probably leads us into the question of fellow entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
Like
yep,
literally, so like we've obviously had many people who start a business, many founders that, they're purpose driven. We have a passion behind what we do.
yeah.
We feel very deeply meaningful and against what we're wanting to send out. I guess
Mm.
what would you say to them if they're thinking about starting their own business and if they've got a passion behind something and they think it's viable? What would you say to them?
I would say just do it. Just put it into, just put it out there. Just give it a go. um, the gratitude that you can feel from actually putting it into practice, or, like, just from my business and my perspective, it's just so meaningful. Like, it's something that, like we've said before, if you're passionate about it, it's going to shine through as well. So I say just do it. Take that leap. I mean,
Exactly.
it might not happen overnight, but it's going to happen, like, as the old
Yeah.
saying goes. Um,
Yeah,
and
there
if
will be
it's
hard
right
times, but
for
honestly, just push through
100%,
and
yeah,
keep
that's
going with your
exactly
vision.
it.
As they say, quitters never win, but oh no, what is it? Oh, there's a word there. I can't say the actual, I can't remember the quote, but you know that there's a
Yeah,
quote where if you quit, if you give up, then it's never going to happen. But if you don't give up, it will continue to happen.
100%.
That's not the quote
Yep.
that I can't quite remember how the quote goes,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
but I definitely, and as we've even touched on, like finding your network, finding your community, collaborating with other businesses. You don't have to do these things on your own.
No,
You
100%
can
not.
push through, but if you've got that vision and business idea, then by all means just go for it. And
100%.
if you've got a viable thing that you know that there's some people that need this support, like you've
Yeah.
come up with an idea that teachers need your support, they
Yeah.
need your guidance, they want the materials there, the mental health making them feel loved and feel
Yeah.
supported. And now
Yeah.
you're even branching out to the books, and with even all the resources to go along with those books. It's not just here's a book and read it to your class. It's here's
Yeah.
your book and here's your worksheets and here's your everything that goes along with the whole package. So,
Oh, you've got to have the whole thing all in together.
well,
There's
exactly.
no
So
point
you've turned around and
otherwise.
created the whole thing. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's one thing to be really, like, honestly, very proud of yourself. Proud of what you've done. And
Thank you.
really, you've taken your 20 years of experience as a
Mm.
teacher and turned it into something that really uplifts, celebrates, and supports teachers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's such a practical and meaningful way. Like, I think you have, from the subscription boxes to the classroom essentials to the wellbeing, like, I mean, surely you can start bringing those wellbeing treats back in, but to some
Yeah,
degree.
I
But
should be
yeah,
able to now.
I think you should be able to just even the storybooks. Like my daughter loved that storybook
That's so
that you
sweet.
did. So your work is truly a reminder that teachers deserve recognition,
Yes, they
the
do.
care, and the
100%.
resources that bring both joy and impact into what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we always probably forget that teachers really are setting our children up in life, that what they learn in primary school,
100%.
the
Yep.
friendships they learn, the respect that they learn, the
Mm.
support that they get is really,
Yeah.
yes, okay, they learn their maths and literacy and all those, the other things that they learn, but really the guidance that they get from the teachers, especially in the young years,
Right.
is going to set them up, and what you can help those teachers feel.
Yeah.
um yeah, it's the heart that you have behind what you do is really something that teachers can look forward to every month, that you put your heart and soul into these boxes, into their resources.
Mm.
It's a reminder that they're valued, and
Yep.
it's giving them the tools to inspire them to nurture themselves as well as their children that they're supporting. And
100%.
I think you need to congratulate yourself and
Thank
appreciate
you.
yourself on everything you do. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I want to say a huge thank you to you, Amy, for sharing your journey so
Thank
openly. I know some of
you.
these
Thank you.
conversations can be very hard to think, but for
Okay.
everything that you're doing to support the teacher community, the children growing up, and supporting your family in everything you're doing as well.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to connect with Amy or explore the Teacher Collective for yourself, I'll drop the links below in the description, and share the links to get in contact with her. And if you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next Brew and Biz Chats, where we keep shining a spotlight on the Aussie founders building with heart. Thanks for tuning in, and grab another coffee if you need it, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, Felicity.